Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video. And in today's video, I'm gonna teach you guys how to master any champion you want. Like how to get super good at any champion you want. So if you didn't know already, I'm a consistent challenger player, pretty much playing every single champion in the game on my main account. So yeah, how do I do it? I'm going to be giving you guys some inside information that I've actually only given my Patreon supporters up until now, through coaching and stuff like that. But I thought, I want to give this information to everyone. So there is one simple word that pretty much summarizes this entire video, which is, wait, actually it's two words. I'm sorry. It's limit testing. Limit testing. So limit testing summarizes this entire word. If you know what limit testing means, no, you actually can't leave the video because I'm going to teach you how to effectively do limit testing. So first, what does limit testing mean? Limit testing means testing your limits. Testing your limits as a champion, see what you can do and what you can't do. By the way, I'm not going to teach you how to start a champion, how to start playing a champion. Like, of course, how to start playing a champion. You should just play him a few times, familiarize yourself with the abilities. I'm going to teach you how to get from that point to like being super good at that champion and being super good at a lot of champions. So there's two different ways that you can play a game. The first way is what I like to call play to win. Play to win. And then the second way is what I like to call play to learn. So when I play my games, I have these two types of games. Like, for example, when I first time a champion in ranked, yes, I do that actually. When I play a champion for the very first time in ranked, I don't play to win. I really don't. I play to learn. If I win, sure. If I lose, also sure. So when I play to learn, the way that I play, which you're going to see in this video, by the way, and I'm going to explain to you guys, what's going to happen in this video is I try out stuff. Like right here, I'm playing Nasus. I'm good at Nasus, of course, but I'm limit testing this game because I'm trying out full armor Nasus, seeing how that works. I'm seeing how strong that's gonna be. So I don't know whether or not full armor Nasus can 1v1 a Garen later on in the game. So you'll see me actually try out stuff. You'll see me try out, like, I don't know how good full armor Nasus is at diving the enemy team. I don't know if he's good at dragon fights. I don't know any of that because, of course, I've not played it before. By the way, I saw the Kazakhs here. And let me just already get to the point. Let me already tell you guys what limit testing I'm doing right here. So if you had good vision right here, like if you saw it correctly, you could quickly see that there was a Kazakhs right here. I knew there was a Kazakhs. Normally I would go back, but right now I started Nasus with armor item. I have 20 more armor than I would normally have. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see, can I survive this gank with my barrier, flash, and like the armor that I have. So I know that Kazakhs is here. I know. And I know that this is not the right move. Look, you saw him again. But again, this is the start of limit testing. Because especially I'm playing a tank. Like when you play tank, of course you want to limit test yourself on how much you can tank. You want to engage when you normally wouldn't engage. You want to stay in your lane when you normally wouldn't stay. You want to do things that you normally wouldn't do. So take a look at this. Here I was like, okay, can I gank? No. And the thing is, I would have actually probably survived if the Garen didn't have his ultimate. So I noted down right here that, okay, Nasus with armor in the early game can actually survive ganks way more effectively than the normal Nasus. However, the reason that I died here was because Garen's ultimate deals through damage. So, those are the notes that I took here. Play to learn. Like, I'm taking notes during this game. I'm not even, like, I don't even care about winning, to be honest. Well, of course I do, but that's not my main focus. If you play every single game just to win, you're never gonna learn a lot of champions. Like, a lot of the Patreon supporters asked me, like, through during the coaching, like, how do I get super good at this champion? And then when I told them to do limit testing, to into your games just to learn again, they're like, what the hell, really? And yes, of course that's what you do. Because how else are you supposed to learn a champion? Like, in life you have to take risks to get results. That's what you're doing in game. You're taking a risk by limit testing to get results, to get good at the champion. And humans learn from mistakes. These are all fundamentals that I've read in books, by the way, which I'm applying in the game as well. Of course, this fundamental works in Wild Rift as well. Make mistakes and you learn. At least you have to acknowledge that you made the mistake. That's the thing. You have to acknowledge that you made the mistake and then you learn from it. So, there's, like, as I said, when you limit test as a tank, for example, You want to see how tanky you are, of course. But when you limit test when you limit test as an assassin, you want to see how good you can assassinate. The perfect example of a champion to limit test on is Katarina. Like, Katarina is probably the best example in the entire game that I can tell you about limit testing. Because if you still don't understand what I mean with limit testing, I'm gonna explain it again. If you limit test with Katarina, you want to see how far you can go to get kills. And especially with Katarina's passive, the way that it works, of course, is if you kill an enemy champion, you reset a lot of your abilities. So of course, this is a champion that if you keep getting those kills in the backline, you can keep going. And this is something that no other champion really can do except for stuff like Mastery. But basically, it's very unique as an assassin. Very aggressive champions like Katarina need limit testing. They need limit testing for like 30 games or something to get good at them. Like, I can tell you from a player here to you, if you haven't played Katarina yet, it needs a lot of games. And not only does it need a lot of games, you need a lot of games to play to learn. Not play to win, play to learn, okay? And these are all stuff that I made up, by the way, but I make them up to make you guys, like, make everyone understand how it works. Because I know some of you guys don't have English as your main language, so of course it might be a little hard to understand if I'm just talking about limit testing. By the way, look, another form of limit testing here. Let me tell you quickly what the form was. So I knew that Iceborne Gauntlet deals damage in a range, like in a long range, right? It's not only dealing damage to the single minion, it also deals to minions around it. So the limit testing that I did there, basically testing out something, is seeing whether or not I can secure 2 minions with my Iceborne Gauntlet. Look at this, look at this. Again, I'm gonna try it. Look, I have 140 stacks, boom, and I got 100, oh wait, I actually missed it, but let's take a look at this. Boom, as you can see, it works. Look, 152 stacks, boom, to 168. The limit testing allowed me to know that this is possible. See that this is already an example of stuff that I'm learning in the game. Because I'm testing it out. I'm not just playing and using my knowledge. No, I want to get new knowledge. I'm testing out new things. This is so important, guys. Like, this is basically how I'm able to pretty much make a good video on every single champion in the game. Every single champion. I feel bad for you Lee Sin mains out there, by the way. And oh yeah, I have another thing. So a lot of people have been asking me to play Camille. And like, the reason that I don't have a Camille video recently is because, man, I'm not happy with my Camille. And I know for a fact that it would take me another 50 games to get good at Camille again. Because Camille is that type of champion which takes a lot of limit testing as well. Like, testing out what you can do, testing out the flash combos, testing out how far you can dive, testing out your hook to hit the enemy. Like, Camille is basically just like Katarina. You have to test out a buttload of things and get good at those things, guys. And honestly, like, it would take me like 50 games or something. Just for a Camille video, I mean, I've done it before, but nah. Look, am I gonna limit test there? Yeah, I was chasing it. This is not really an example of limit testing it, because of course I know that Nasus can do this. But like right here, look, I'm gonna dive the turret. I'm not sure whether or not I would do enough damage, or whether or not I could tank the turret, but I went for it. Because I want to limit test. I want to see. Oh my god, he tried to save me, but he went on the Orianna. That's funny. Oh, I wanted to see whether or not it would work. I wanted to see how much I can tank. This, like, you have to observe all of this. That's really it, guys. That's it. So in this game, I was playing a full armor Nasus. So it's actually gonna become pretty fun in the late game. By the way, guys, if you're interested in some private sessions with Wild Rift, like coaching and stuff like that, I've done a lot of coaching already. I still have a lot of time for coaching. There's still a lot of spots available. So, you can check out my Patreon. You can support me for the lowest price is like $5 a month. And then, of course, the coaching becomes a little more expensive, but you'll get better when you have coaching, right? You have like an hour every month where I, watch some of your gameplay and see what your mistakes are and point all of them out. So, if you're interested in that, check out the Patreon. And if you're not, it's fine. I teach enough stuff on my YouTube already. Here, again, look. Just testing out whether or not I can last hit with my Iceborne Gauntlet. So, another misconception about limit testing. Sorry, I'm don't know what that was, but another misconception about limit testing is that it always has to be like some sort of aggressive limit testing. And it's true that the exact meaning of limit testing is like the aggressive way, but I don't like to see it that way. The way that I like to see it is just testing, just seeing what works and seeing what doesn't work. So here, I know that the normal Nasus can push turrets super fast and the normal Nasus shouldn't rotate to dragons. But here I'm trying it with the tank Nasus. And I'm taking notes. Okay, the note is the enemy got the dragon, okay? Like he got the dragon, which sucks for us. But we have a late game composition and I took 2 turrets for it. After that, I'm gonna check the scoreboard. I'm pretty sure after the turret, I'm immediately gonna check the scoreboard. Hello? Or maybe after taking the farm as well. I should immediately check the scoreboard to see how much gold I'm ahead. Because you should check your results in game. You should see, okay, was it worth to do this or was it not worth? So limit testing, am I gonna check it? Come on. I should check the scoreboard. That's weird. Like I should have already checked the scoreboard by this point. Because I should have seen exactly how much gold I got ahead by making that call that I did earlier. I mean, it's true that I'm busy with farming and stuff, but I should have still done that. Yep. Like, I don't know what I was trying to do here, to be honest. Was this... Actually, this... You can say that this was limit testing as well, but this was just a stupid call, to be honest. Like, of course, I tried to go for the Rift Herald because the enemy was in the top lane, but... Okay, now I was looking at the scoreboard, finally. Like, now I was checking, okay, I have 9,000 gold. Garen has 8,500 gold. Was it worth to take the turrets? I was thinking by myself, maybe not. You know, maybe not. Maybe it would have been better if I had actually rotated to my team to the dragon and helped them out. See, this is also what you do when you're testing out stuff, when you're limit testing. You see whether or not your calls were worth it or not by checking the scoreboard, seeing how many levels you're ahead or the enemy is ahead, or, you know, just observing everything you have to observe, guys. And limit testing is also not tied to a champion. This is also another common misconception about limit testing. It's not tied to one champion. You can limit test a playstyle as well, guys. So what the hell am I talking about right now? Limit testing a playstyle? Yes, that's right. So a lot of people say limit testing with a champion, you know, play aggressive, blah, blah, blah. But you can actually also limit test a playstyle. Let's take, for example, split pushing as a playstyle. So you can actually test out how far you can go with split pushing. Like if you're not familiar with split pushing yet, you know, if you've never played any split pushing champion or just any split push at all, you can pick Fiora or you can pick Jax and split push and see how far you can go. Don't play it safe, okay? Don't play it safe. See how far you can go. And one second, I need to turn off a notification. See how far you can go and learn. Like obviously you're gonna die a lot, obviously, right? Of course you're gonna die a lot, but learn. Okay, why did I die? Why did I die? Did I not look at the map? Or did I give the enemies too much time to rotate? Or you have to understand why stuff happened. And if you don't understand it, you watch the replay. If you're a real hardcore gamer and if you really want to get super good, you watch the replay and then you make sure you understand what happened, guys. Look, here I'm just seeing, okay, can I 1 versus 2 these guys? I am full armor. Can I win the 1 versus 2? The question is no. So I was like, okay, why did I not win? And the answer that I already gave myself is I had enough defense, but I can't deal with true damage. The simple reason that I died was Garen's ultimate. So here I knew that full tank Nasus works against a full attack damage champions. Also what I learned here, as you can see, I forgot to get tenacity. I didn't get the tenacity rune. Because the thresh stuns are way too long, the Garen silence is way too long. These are also things that are killing me in this game. So again, learn what you forgot. Like when you're playing a tank and you just can't seem to get into their backline because you keep getting stun locked. Of course, you're missing tenacity, guys. That's what you're missing. So let's take a look at this. I was like, okay, can I chase him or can I not chase him? If I hit my second ability on him, I can. Look at that Iceborne Gauntlet, by the way. Look at how big that is. Oh my god. And I still need to get 2 more items, by the way. And in this game, I'm gonna get full build. Just saying. No spoiling, just saying that I'm getting full build. So here, again, this might not, like, I'm just testing. Look at this. Honestly, I didn't know that full tank armor Nasus could deal so much damage to an Ezreal. I knew that it had potential to kill him, but I didn't know it was this much damage. How did I learn it? Of course, through limit testing. I went for the kill. Like, honestly, I didn't think I was gonna kill him, but it dealt way more damage than I thought. Because the Iceborne Gauntlet deals damage which procs by the Sheen. And of course, also, I have a lot of stacks of my first ability. Here, again, I'm testing out. I'm just seeing what I can do. I'm really just seeing what I can do. But then the Kazakhs came, and of course now I'm gonna run away. Like, I'm not telling you guys to absolutely hard into your games. I'm only telling you guys to soft into your games to learn your stuff. But here, I learned two things right here. The first thing that I learned is, well, actually, I knew that I would die 1 versus 3. But the next thing that I learned is this build doesn't really do any damage against other tanks, like Garen. I do a lot of damage against squishies like Ezreal or like any other squishy. Because you saw that earlier, right? I would demolish that Ezreal. But I'm not as good against champions like Garen, who are tanky. Tank Nasus apparently doesn't work against tanks like Garen. And that's what I learned through this playstyle, because I was constantly fighting the Garen. Ooh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. Another thing that I really like to teach people about limit testing is when you play jungle. So the obvious way to play jungle, is to just take your jungle, do some ganks, and just take your jungle and do some ganks. Basically that. Take your jungle, do some ganks. However, if you look at the very best junglers that you've ever played against, okay, just try to think the very best junglers that I've played against in ranked. Did they play like this? Maybe half of your answer is yes, but maybe the other half is no. The very best jungler did insane invading. He went in our jungle, took some farm, or he ganked the dragon lane 3 times in a row, or he did something that others do not. Maybe that's the case. And how did that person learn that? How did that person go for that playstyle? Did he know that it was gonna work immediately? Of course not. Of course he didn't know it was immediately gonna work. He tested it out. He tested it out in games. He probably failed multiple times. And then finally, when he found how he could do it, it worked. After testing out multiple times, he found ways that he can make it work, and he understood it more. He understood it better. So here I'm probably gonna dive like 1 versus 5 before my team to see whether or not I can be the initiating tank. Like, let's take a look at this. Actually, I'm not doing it here. Okay, so here I was testing out, okay, can I just tank this? Can I just tank the damage from them? And they actually avoided me because they didn't even wanna deal with me because I'm so tanky. Look at this, I'm in the middle of the enemy, just observing. I'm really just observing what's happening. Like, this is actually pretty hard to do. But you shouldn't fully focus on just winning, you should focus on observing. Like here, I was not only focusing on killing them, I was just seeing, okay, what is happening? What is happening all the time? Am I tanking this? How much damage am I taking? How much damage am I dealing? Just everything, really. Here again, I'm just waiting to see whether or not I can go on this guy, slow him and kill him. So I slow him, boom. Can I kill him? That was the question. I didn't know. But can I? I'm gonna slow him again, boom, and boom, I killed him. See that? Like, I can see now, because of this build, like the build that I went for gives me a lot of ability haste, right? On Nasus, it gives me more ability haste than I would normally have on Nasus. So that's why I'm actually having my second ability up very often. Like, it's only on a 6-second cooldown or something. Normal Nasus would maybe not be able to kill that Jace, but this Nasus can. So here again, seeing what I can do all the time. But now I learned, when I play full tank Nasus, I have a lot of ability haste. I have my abilities up more often. I can play more. I can do more of these crazy plays than I would normally be able to do with Nasus. Ooh, let's take a look what's gonna happen here, though. Their Garen is hard diving our team. Of course, I slow the Garen, and now I'm gonna dive in with my ultimate. Pretty sure. Just again to see what the hell is gonna happen. Slow him, Look, the reason that I'm going on him is because I want to see how powerful my Iceborne Gauntlet is. I want to see how strong my Iceborne Gauntlet is. Look. That's the test that I was doing here, and it was incredibly strong. Look at this. Look at how big the slow is from my Iceborne Gauntlet. That's all I'm testing out here. I'm diving even further to just see whether or not I can get those skills, guys. I really hope that by constantly saying how this all works, that I'm teaching you guys how to approach your games more effectively to learn more champions. And especially when new champions come out, like Caitlyn and Jace, how to approach playing them, how to approach playing them. You don't want to play them safe. You don't want to just, of course you want to watch guides, but you don't just want to watch guides and apply those strategies and that's it. No, you want to watch guides and you want to get better than those guides. You want to try even more. Do what others cannot or do not do what others cannot or do not want to do, or like they don't want to learn the champions like this because it's not easy to do, but if you do it, you're going to get ahead of everyone else. That's another basic principle of life. If you do what others cannot, then you're going to get ahead in 90% of the cases. Of course there's exceptions, but you are going to get ahead of the average. By the way, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like. It helps a lot. And actually, put down comments. I forgot to say this in the beginning of the video. It's so stupid. But if you have any tips regarding limit testing, put it in the comments so other people can read it as well. I keep forgetting to say stuff like this, but it's okay. If the people watch till this part, you're a real one, anyways. So if you're watching till this part and you want to help out other people as well with some of your knowledge on this topic, put it in the comments. ترى أنا دقيقة بخلصنا ها؟ دقيقة يعني دقيقة بخلصنا. Alright. Yeah, now we have the Elder Dragon. Do I really have anything else to say about this topic? I don't think so. I really said everything, to be honest, in this video. Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I could say again is just, my Patreon to do coaching and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to overdo it, though. It's kind of stupid. But yeah, I'm just going to finish the game. Come on, finish the Nexus. Yeah, that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this different type of video again. I'm making more of these different types of videos occasionally. Like the last video that I made with talking about your mindset, because I'm a pretty good player in very high elo, so I can teach you all of these things, right? I can teach you all of these things, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, of course. So thank you guys so much for watching. Here I checked out how much damage I did, how much I tanked. Again, learning what you can do, tanking a lot of damage. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.